Hey, welcome everyone. Tom here from Park Avenue Trading, your cheap dealer. Coughing on his cigar smoke, keeping you sane in insane markets. It's 8:24 a.m. on Friday, February 21st, 2025. Thank God it's Friday. We get a day off until a couple of nights off until Sunday evening. We start all up again. We're going to start our analysis off with dollar yen. Don't believe the hype in the dollar yen rally right now. I mean, it needs to get above like 152, actually like 151.40 to actually start to say that it's shaking off weakness. So as it stands right now in dollar yen, it's in a big consolidation phase. We had a nice little rally up to like 150.73. That all-important point of 150, the figures coming into play once again. That was a point that we had that we said that really that was a key point. We drove down a little bit below it. I thought we were heading down to like 148.80. Didn't quite make that yesterday. So as it stands right now, what do we need to hold above today in order to show that we can potentially get up to like 151 or 151.30, which would be where I would start to think, well, wait a second, something's happening here in dollar yen that maybe we're going from a bearish tone to neutral to slightly bullish. It needs all above that 150.02. If we break the 150, say 150, the figure level again, we're probably driving down back into this area right here. I would think that there would be a scare, and the market would probably move back down to 149.45-ish right here. 149. All right, so I'll go right there. 149.46. We could drive the marketplace down to that price where there would be a new look. It would need to hold this level in order to not potentially go down to that 148.80. If it couldn't hold the level, it's probably going down to like 149 and 148.80 for a new look. There's main support. Really at 148.64. 148.64. I'll put a horizontal line there. 148.64. Where is it? Let me get a horizontal line right here. 148.65. Close enough. 148.65. That's a key level. It's a medium-term level that needs to hold in order to get us up. Right now, there is short-term resistance at 150.96. So let's go to 151. There's short-term resistance at 151. Now we attempted to try to get up there. We wanted to 73, and then the market kind of turned down. Now it's consolidating in this area. So basically, consolidating between these 2 points. This is the important level to stay above right now, or we're going down to 149.46 with, a potential to get down to 148.65. I don't really see that happening. I think that we're consolidate. We're going to attempt to basically get up to this 151.02, and if we get above 151.02, we got the chance of getting through that 151, say 40 level, which would basically change the complexity of this. So right now on the day, I'd be watching that 150.02 level, and then 151.02 level for resistance, to basically hold a little bit, to drive us back down to like the 150.40. So on. So let's go on over to sterling dollar. This one again, we've been talking about this currency that it's like in a funeral parlor. Main resistance for sterling dollar is 127.05. That's a really important point to get over to show that it's shaken off the weakness. It's been basically trading in ranges and has been dropping down. So if you were going to put a big rectangle on it, we go here, 125.70. Man, I'm so tired of talking about this level. We've been trading in a big rectangle between this point, and this point, okay? We said that we needed to get over 126.40. So that level has basically been broken, 126.40. So hang on a second right now. That important level has been broken. It needs to really hold this level. If it breaks down through this level, 126.40, what did we go up to? What? 126.78. Come on, man. 126.78. I'll move this down. I'll give it a little skid. I'll give cable a little skid to 126, say 25. 126.25. Close enough. Needs to hold that level on the day in order for it to basically continue showing strength to try to get up to this 127.05. If it breaks this 126.25, we're probably heading right back down to that 125.70. So it's been trading in a range. And, if we break 125.70 cleanly and well, then we're going to 125, 20, 125, the figure. So cable right now basically is neutral. It's not happening in cable. It's happening in sterling yen. That's what's happening. Let's get over to sterling yen. All right, good old sterling yen. 190 the figure was that important point. It broke that, drove us down to the low of 188, what, 68? 188.68, right? 188.69. That's a good number, 69. 188.68. So where do we stand right now? Good old sterling yen. We went up to 190. $190.95. All right, so this is what I'm thinking in sterling yen, and this is actually going to fall into dollar yen. I'm thinking that this may be in a bit of a bullish, or now it's going from like bearishness to neutral to slightly bullish. So what does that mean? Well, it means that you got to buy dips, and you got to buy dips at the right price, or else you're gonna fool yourself into thinking that you're in a bad position. So what do we have to do here? We need to get over 190, say 50. 190.50. 190.50 today. 190.50 is the point that we need to get over in order to potentially get up through this 191. Let me look at, we have resistance. Unfortunately, there's a short-term resistance at 191.20. So I personally would like to buy a dip back down to like 189, 189.50, 189.50, 189.40. If I could see that price, that would be, I think, a gift. I would really start to panic if we broke the 189, the figure level. But as it stands right now, I think that this is a buy on dips, and 189.40 is probably a good area to look to see what price action is, to try to get long, to get back above the 190, the figure level, and then that all-important 190.50. Now, if we don't break this 190 figure and we get up to 190.50, we start trading above that, well, we got to watch price action there to basically try to then look to scoop it like in this area. So right now, for me, not that area, this area. For me, I'd have to really crunch down the short term. But yeah, I'd be looking to buy like 189.43s. I'll be on the sidelines right now, because if I didn't catch this run up, which I actually did catch a piece of it. I didn't catch all of it. Did catch a piece of it. But what I'd probably do is roll my profits in from that last trade into what my buy is down at that lower level, and use that as my stop. But I'm thinking really 189.43 is the level that I'd like to buy it. Resistance 190.50. If we break this, we're going to have some resistance at this high bar's close, 190.70. If we can break that, we got 191.20 as resistance. I think we're in consolidation, but we're starting to get bullish. Definitively 189.43. Let's go over to Euro Yen. All right. Made the low at 156.33. I believe I told you there was support at 156.25. I hope I did. I don't want to sound like I'm making this shit up, but 156.25. Right there. I had support at 156.25. It drove down to that, and it reversed up nicely from that. Did we get up to 158? Yeah, we didn't quite make 158. 158.25, which would be 200 points, which is a good amount. It's very close to it. As it stands right now, where are we? 158.22, 158, 158.16. Ooh. Okay, we got resistance 157.94 now. All right, let's go 158 the figure. 158 the figure. 157.22. It's got to hold 157. I'd go 157, say 10. 157.10. It needs to hold this level in order to get back above the 158 the figure. I think this is neutral to still slightly bearish, or it's not really as strong as the sterling yen. Let's put it that way. It's like neutral, it's slightly bearish. It needs to hold this 157.10 on the day. If it breaks the 157.10, we're probably tracking back down into this consolidation area right here. And that all important point is that 156.25, because that's it's a daily point. If it breaks 156.25, this thing's heading back down towards like the 155.40 level. But one step at a time. 157.10's got to hold, okay? And we need to break the 158 the figure. If we could break the 158 the figure, we're looking at a target, overall target of like 159.50. 159. I'll go up to 159.40 because that's really like where my chart was. 159.50, 159.40, like that. That's a lot of wood to chop for Euro Yen. It needs a lot of muzzle velocity, and it doesn't have the muzzle velocity. I would find the muzzle velocity through sterling dollar, not so much through the euro. I mean, the euro is a mess right now, geopolitically, but we're not geopolitical traders. We are technical traders. So the points that we got to watch is a hold above 157.10. If we get down to 157.10 and then get up through, say, 157.60. So what I'm saying here is this. So I make myself a little bit more clear, because sometimes I know what I'm saying in my head, but to get it out to you guys proper, like we're trading right here. If we get to 157.10, and then we can get above 157.60 off of that run, then we got the shot at 158. Now we're going to have resistance up there, bringing us back down to like probably the 157.60, and then potentially get above 158 and go slightly higher. Ultimate target 159.41 if it's true bullishness. If we break this 157, say 10, we're basically trading back down into this area in here. Okay, this is an important area for it to hold to show any type of life. And then we'd have to get above 157.10 again. So that's where we stand in the currencies on the day. Please, if you like what you see, like and subscribe. Trying to get to 5,000 subscribers. Really far away from it right now. Don't understand why. I think I'm the greatest thing since sliced bread. But hey, that's me. I'm a little bit biased on that. So look forward to seeing you in the next video. And remember, always, always enjoy the party, but dance near the door. Cheers.